what happens after a few years or a couple of years? That pump is dead, right?
Pump. Bad pump.
Yes, you get a bad pump, and no one wants a bad pump.
No one wants a bad
No one wants a bad pump.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Hot Mix, an InstroTek podcast. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Maurice.
And we're going to bring you everything hot in materials testing. And today we have two of my favorite products, the AutoRice and the PumpSaver. Maurice, can you just start us off here today with just a little bit of an intro as to what this does for the asphalt testing labs?
Yeah, these are probably some of our most popular products. I know we InstroTek has developed some great products throughout its lifetime, but these two, I think, are just awesome in the lab. So the AutoRice, which is here, this one automates the entire max specific gravity testing. So it's basically a controller that'll turn everything on for your rice test, which is the max specific gravity test, and then run the entire test without you having to adjust any valves, any check the pressure, check the timer, nothing. All you do is press one button, and the AutoRice actually controls everything, shuts everything down afterwards, and then you can get some information off of that test as well through a USB port in the back.
Awesome. Yeah, I know repeatability is huge in our industry, and that's one thing that the AutoRice brings to the table. You know, being able to bring it down to 27.5 millimeters mercury quickly and hold for that 15-minute dwell time, and then we can bounce right into the other test with somebody else at another station doing something else. You know, as far as the PumpSaver, what is some of the feedback that you've gotten from the customers? Why do they like it? What has it done for the life of their pump? And
right. So the PumpSaver was actually, believe it or not, a product we had kind of hidden in another product called the CoreDry for many years, and it worked amazingly in that product. It was, the CoreDry was came out in mid 2000s, and man, it was just an awesome product. And this actually protected our pump in there for a number of years before we decided, you know what, that works so well, and there's so many pumps in the labs that why not make this its own product and make it a desiccant system that's electronic. Basically, no more changing out dry right, buying dry right, drying dry right. All that stuff takes time. And to be honest with you, most of the labs forget to dry it out. So they have moisture going straight through that dry right, right into the vacuum pump. And then what happens after a few years or a couple of years, that pump is dead, right?
Pump. Bad pump.
Yes, you get a bad pump, and no one wants a bad pump.
No one wants a bad pump.
No one wants a bad pump. So the AutoRice actually allows you to catch that water electronically. You turn the switch on, or the AutoRice turns it on. You can buy these separately, by the way, so you don't have to get them together. And then all the water's caught right here in a little. I
like to call them the dynamic duo, though. So we might want to talk about buying them together.
That is the dynamic duo.
Some people call us the dynamic duo, but when I hear
I haven't heard that yet, but I'll take your word for it.
I think that the AutoRice PumpSaver is the dynamic duo, and we kind of play second fiddle to that. But I'm okay with that. If I'm going to play second fiddle to anything, it's going to be the AutoRice and the PumpSaver.
This dynamic duo, yeah, I totally get it. So these two are awesome. They work together. You plug in the shaker table with your pygnometer, hook it all up. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes to hook this whole system up. Make sure you got your clamp down right with all the hose connections, because it is a vacuum system. You're ready to go, man. And then it just simplifies the entire test. Just super simple.
Yeah, and for just kind of going over some specifications, because we're a spec-driven industry, electronically, does this take like a normal 120? Is it just a normal?
Funny you say that. So I got the specs right here.
Oh, of course. So always prepared. That's one thing we say about Maurice here around the Hot Mix is he is always prepared.
Always prepared.
All right, let's get it.
You have to be. That's life, right? So this one is 110. Plugs in right to the wall. Comes with the hose connections, and it can work with just about any vacuum pump. And as far as the PumpSaver, again, at 110.
Let me just pop in real quick here. So the connection he's talking about is an actual bracket that you'll hang the AutoRice from.
Yeah. So that's the word bracket.
Yeah, the bracket.
Yeah, the bracket.
No, it's good. I just wanted to step in.
Thanks for letting me know that.
I didn't even know what it was
I
called.
forgot what bracket was.
That segment.
So anyway, so that one can hook up to the rest of the equipment. It all plugs in the front. As you can see, there's all the outlets. And then the AutoRice, the PumpSaver actually plugs into the AutoRice. And small footprint. I mean, this thing stands about 12 inches tall, so about a foot tall. Really can go just about anywhere. 110 power. So yeah, that's pretty much.
This thing would do really, really well in a boxing ring with the specs you just gave. It stands about 12 inches tall.
What's the reach?
Weighing in at about 4 pounds coming to you. So
Good
that's
grief.
great.
Yeah, absolutely. No, so, but seriously, these products are probably the most popular products at InstroTek. I see them in labs everywhere now. They kind of become the standard if you really think about it and what they do, just because of what you said, repeatability, and making sure you do the test right every time according to the AASHTO spec. And if you need to change it, or you need to change how the test is run, maybe your state has a little bit different time or anything like that. I heard that AASHTO might be changing the spec a little bit too for how much millimeters mercury you have to come down.
For the actual tolerances.
For the tolerances, I heard that. I mean, they've been doing it. So if that's coming, you have this, you just change it, and you're done. So it's like kind of like the George Foreman, right? Or what was it? Set it and forget it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
Kind of like that.
One-stop shop. All things here at the Hot Mix. Well, that's awesome. I think for the most part, these products are very, very helpful in the laboratory, but they're also very, very simple. And that's what we're getting at today.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for joining us today. We're really, really excited to always bring you more interesting products that are really, really hot from the Hot Mix. So one thing we want to leave you with is to keep it hot.
And keep it real.
Keep it real hot.